Good afternoon, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever parts of the world you are watching this live stream from. My name is Easy Fruitful, so I will be the one hosting this live stream today. Happy to have you all on this live stream this afternoon. So sorry I didn't start in time. I was actually revealing the fundamental news that came up on GBP USD. So that's why I started late. There was a news that was released on it. That is why I started late. So sorry for that. So we are going to be kickstarting right away. Let's get others to join us here. So very quickly, let me try as much as possible to get other people to join us here. Okay. Okay, let me forward the link. So do well to share the link with your friends so that they will join us on this live stream. Is really going to be an amazing section today. So exactly what we said in the last live stream is what is happening. So let me okay, sorry for muting. I was actually trying to get other people joining us here. I'm still working on that. So you can share the link. So last week we actually, it was not last week, it was 2 days ago. We are going to be revealing the charts now very quick. So the charts we are going to be looking at is cryptocurrency. Are going to be looking at on BTC specifically. So during the last stream, we what's happening with my connection? We analyzed we analyzed we analyzed BTC, and we were actually anticipating that BTC we actually reach $75,000, which I'm still watching out. And this is it. During the last live stream, we did analysis on the market, and I explained everything. So if you've not watched the last live stream, we try as much as possible to drop the link in the description so that you all can look at it. I'm coming, please. Let me send the link to the previous live stream. So there are lots of factors that is actually making the market dump very hard. A lot of factors that is actually making the market to dump very hard. And part of one of those factors, some of those factors we are going to be discussing it here. All eyes of top investors, institutional buyers. I just send the link. Their eyes is on that region. Their eyes is on the $75,000 region. Look at it. So look at it. For those that were not on the last live stream. So I actually analyzed the market this way. This we have a trend line liquidity here. BTC from the beginning of the year, from April, BTC has actually been buying so hard down to October, down to October 5th. That was where the market started shifting and correcting down, and it has to come back to this zone before we see a major push to the upside. And we are expecting this to happen before the month of December runs out. For this move to happen, it will not take the market anything, any major fundamental news. We push it down. So we are having some fundamental news today. Part of the news we are having today, we are having the U.S. Consumer Price Index news, that is the CPI news, which also has effect on the market. So if the news comes out and has the US dollar is strong from that news, the market will continue pushing down. But if the US dollar is weak, BTC will tank up a bit before it continue pushing down. But from the look of things now, okay, this was our first entry. So this is the first entry. So this is the second entry. This second entry, I actually analyzed it on the chart last time during our last live stream. It was a double break of structure to the downside, and the market push call this place area of inducement. We had that area, and we expected the market when we did that record, and the market was somewhere here. So we expected the market to push up, tap into this zone, and continue selling. And what happened? Exactly as we expected, that was what happened. The market literally went up with the news that came out yesterday. It pushed the market up during New York Open and it crashed down. Let me get the details of that information. So I'm going to be sending a link to the comments, another link. This link is for is the link the exchange I use in trading, KuCoin. KuCoin is actually going to be making lots of waves. So I wouldn't want you guys to miss on this opportunity to earn from KuCoin. So you can use this KuCoin link to pin the message to register on KuCoin to get started with your trading. There are lots of benefits attached to it for new users, lots of benefit attached to it. So let's go straight to the charts. So we are still expecting the market to still push down. See our second entry, it's actually triggered. If the CPI news comes out to favor against the US dollars, to favor the US dollar, sorry, I mean to say, this market will continue. It will just tank down immediately and hit our first take profit, which is around 83,859.122. It's just going to tank down to this zone. If the opposite happen, it might just tank up before moving. But I expect that news to actually push the market down. It should push this market down so that the market will continue selling and selling and selling. So even the level of fear and greed, the fear and greed index is actually very, very extreme now. The fear, many people are panicking, right? So many people are panicking. There's so much uncertainty in the market. Part of the uncertainty that we have in the market, there has been some sanctions on Russia and Venezuela, and because of this uncertainty, what will investor do? Investor will what? Investor will begin to remove their money from a cryptocurrency, and perhaps bigger institution, the BFIs, they are looking at this market clearing all this liquidity, coming to this level and picking these points before it continue pushing up. So you should not be surprised when you wake up, you see that BTC has already tanked into this level and continue pushing up. So we are still expecting that. That is what we are still looking at. So all this trade is actually on. Those that want to take partial profit can actually take partial. Let me see how many risks to reward from the point we call this second trade. This is level we call the second trade. Let me see the risks to reward now. Is approximately 1 is to 3 risks to reward. Around 1 is to 3 risks to reward. So you see, so this first point is actually giving us 1 is to 5.8. Then down to our take profit, 1 is to 13 weeks to reward. In the coming days, we are still looking out on this zone. I wouldn't want to be buying BTC unless BTC comes to this zone. So a lot of people are actually shorting BTC. So what would you do? Are you going to be longing while others are shorting? You follow the trend. The trend is your friend. You wouldn't want to trade against the trend. Trading against the trend is actually catastrophic at this moment because the market will just be going against you so aggressively. The CPI news is going to be coming out around 9:30. How is it 30 New York time? But from here, from my own end, is around 2 p.m. my time. 2:30 p.m. my time. Okay. So let's look at Ethereum now. So the market is going move your stop loss to entry, break even. So that the first entry, let me see the first entry. So the first entry. From the first entry is already giving us profit of 1 is to 8 already from the first entry. That is really massive. Really massive profit, first entry. So if the first entry gets to our first take profit, that's 1 is 13. Down to this region is 1 is to 24. You see, that's really massive. So part of the things, okay, let's go to the next pair. Let's look at wow, this market is actually doing amazingly well. Let's look out on Ethereum. So Ethereum did not trigger our entry. It came very close to our entry, but it never triggered our entry. It's very painful. Sometimes these kind of things happen in the market. You should just have an open mind. Based on the sell limit order, it didn't trigger. So it came down from here. It just rallied very close to our entry, but never triggered our entry. I was actually expecting the market to come very close to this entry and trigger it. But what did Ethereum do? Ethereum refused to come to our entry. Rather, it just did it thing. So week just came very close to this zone. Okay, I think it's from our own and expecting it to enter the zone, but never came. Never came into that zone. Just came very close and pushed down. But anyways, so let's see another opportunity to take another trade on Ethereum. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. We are looking out on another short position on Ethereum, right? Oh, the first trade has been missed. So another good entry position for Ethereum is actually this region here. That's just the second entry. Market pushes to this level and it dumps. That's the second entry. Okay, let me go to 30 minutes to find the best level. I have to clear this. But wait, you don't have to take anything. Fundamental news come out after the fundamental. Look out for opportunity to trade. We're just seeing the market coming up here. See the market comes up here. Then it turns down. So let's see Solana. Actually, Solana did exactly what we anticipated. Our entry on Solana went the way we expected it, exactly like what BTC did. See Solana, let's go to the 1 hour chart. Can you see this nice move? As we expected it. This was what we drew the other day. Expect the market break. This was the region break here. Take out this liquidity level. I just didn't mark it, but this was what we were looking at on, and we place this. If you watch the other live stream, you see it. So this live stream is not actually a financial advice. Please make your own research before investing in any assets. Trading cryptocurrency is very risky. So this was it. Market came, push, took out this level of induced liquidity, took it out, push into this other block. Some people call it supply zone and tanked down immediately, just pushing it, tanked down immediately. So see, I love this setup. It was actually an amazing setup. So XRP, let me see XRP. I'm not so comfortable trading XRP. But one thing that is good is cryptocurrency is this. See similar movements. So similar movements. If you understand and master trading Bitcoin, you wouldn't have any problem trading other cryptocurrency assets. You wouldn't have any problem trading them because Bitcoin itself is just like their leader. Whenever Bitcoin is going up, the rest will actually be going up, with trading up. Wherever Bitcoin is going down, the rest will actually be trading down. So that is just the simple logic behind that. So this trade is actually going well. So guys, thank you so much for showing up. So before I leave, I hope this screen was actually sharing. I hope I actually was sharing this screen. So um part of the things we are actually looking out on, if you read the description, I actually put everything in the description. So KuCoin, the reason why I'm so bullish on KuCoin, they actually went into a partnership with Tomorrowland, and the Tomorrowland is actually bringing real world impact. So say we are diving deep into KuCoin massive 2026 to 2027 exclusive partnership with Tomorrowland Winter and Belgium. So it's a very big event that has thousands of attendees, and KuCoin actually partner with them to offer the sales of and exchange of and payment of cryptocurrency at the event. So it's actually a bullish news and other related news. So that's just the outlook we have. Please, you can go through the description of this live stream and you will see everything. Thank you all for joining today's live stream. Any updates I have, I will actually pass it across. Thank you.